All right. First of all, that video is amazing. Oh my God, all the cameras are up. So it's kind of like rock anime when I first saw it. So how did you two find each other and decide to work on this project together?
For me, my team had been trying to reach out to his for like months, and like there was nothing happening. And then I remember like randomly going on Instagram, and he had DM'd me like 20 times after they had literally been trying to reach him forever. And then I hit him up, and he just was like, I love everything you do. And obviously it's Takashi Murakami, so my mind was blown. And from then on, it just was like sending back ideas and creative stuff. And he drew me, and it was like the craziest moment. So that's how it started for us.
Because he totally captured you, like your total vibe. 100%. He got you completely.
Yes.
And so, Takashi, when Billie reached out to you, like, were you excited about that?
In Instagram, maybe, right? Mm-hmm. But the first message from me, like the Billie wearing for the bootleg, like multicolor Louis Vuitton stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I posted, this is great, and then she gave me the response, and that moment was you were coming to Tokyo, right? Mm-hmm. And then meeting. So but when we made first day, next 2 days we already starting for the motion capture, right? Mm-hmm. This video. So really quick, collaboration thing. So we did.
So the two of you, so what was the process like? So you said you captured Billie's kind of motion, and you understood kind of her as a performer. What was the process like?
You have an idea, right?
Yeah, I mean, so I had a plan to go to Japan before he even reached out to me, and then it kind of worked out perfectly that I was going to be in Tokyo at the same time as he was going to be, and everything. And we as soon as we got to Tokyo, we just went to his studio, and I looked around, and it was the most incredible, amazing experience. Like his art is like the most shocking and insane, most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And I remember going around the studio pointing out things that I liked and things that inspired me and things that drew my attention. And then towards the end of looking at his studio, we went into this one room, and it was where basically he had put all these pictures that he liked for the video we were planning on making. And what was crazy was we went into that room, and it was literally every single thing I pointed out without even any conversation about what I liked. It was just like already every single thing that I liked in that entire room was all right there. And then the next day we went to this motion capture studio, and I put on this bodysuit and it had all these balls all over it. Yeah.
So speaking of like putting stuff on, so you guys both have an amazing look. I mean, completely different, but like you guys have like such a great look, and I heard you collaborated on a clothing line together, is that right? So do you have stylists? Do you dress yourself? How do you use fashion as an extension of your creativity?
I mean, I don't want to cut him off if he wants to say some stuff, but for me, fashion has always been like a security blanket for me, and it was like always my way of expressing how I felt without saying anything. And that was something we both, I think, both felt without even realizing it. Was just, I think there was a mutual respect for just style in a way. And it's very different, but it's so unique, his, you know what I mean? And yeah, we just, I don't know.
Takashi?
Oh, yeah, I'm geek people, so I'm not, wearing, this is a kind of a costume play. Like, I found a really nice fit in my feeling, like a street clothing, the store, the owner, the Cherry. So I found in Instagram, and then I offer him about coordinate. But this is a really nice protector. Like here is I'm not shy. Like this is a kind of suit
So, like,
stuff.
do you put your clothes out the night before you go to bed? Or you just wake up and you know what you're going to wear?
Sometimes.
So, Billie, first of all, are you really 17 years old?
Yes.
Like, this girl is so sophisticated, style-wise, musically, artistically. So, what is your biggest source of inspiration, and how did you become you?
How did I become me?
Yeah.
I was born out of my mom. Don't clap for that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I mean, obviously, I've always been me. So
You popped out just like
I
this.
popped out like this, man. Green hair and everything.
So, Takashi, you've been called the king of collaboration because you've worked with so many different brands, from Louis Vuitton, you've worked with Kanye West, you worked with the LA Lakers. How do you bring your vision to a project when you're collaborating with someone else?
Each time to same way, like from the musician having a big image, and then my position is looks like a art, like a musician is a pitcher, I'm catcher, like I have to respond to the some order, so I'm a puppet, and musician is a puppet master, so it looks like that position. This is because by the way, like she has this video came from her, everything. So and then I editing for the like a translation for the Japanese animation way, and plus like I editing for the my identity for our stuff, but whole image came from her. So that means like anytime to same way. So I'm not creative people. Right?
You have like a-
just catching.
So do you have like a list of people you want to work with, or people just reach out to you? Do you reach out to people?
どういうことNo. It's because okay. So my standing position is a fine artist. I'm not graphic designer. It's I'm not. Just every day doing for my some making a painting or sculpture. But this is a collaboration thing is my kind of next job. So that's why I have no risk, and but right now is I'm very enjoy for kind of the fashion design thing. That's why so I'm doing for my own design stuff.
Well, we'd like to work with you, and we work with Billie already, and that's, I think, been an extremely, to us, incredible collaboration. So Billie's appeared in an ad campaign for young creators, and it's been just enormously successful. And you participated in a creative challenge, which I talked about earlier. So we had 8,000 submissions from young creatives who wanted to show their work to Billie. And did you pick the winner? Were you involved in that? And what made you pick that?
I mean, it was pretty hard because there were obviously like 8,000, right?
Yeah.
So
I think we made it curated some of them.
Yeah, there was like I was sent, I don't know how many, but a lot, and I looked through them and I kind of narrowed them down. And what was crazy was like they were all so beautiful and
Weren't
so
they?
interesting, and so it made it really hard. But I think what kept it unbiased was like I wasn't given anyone's name, like I didn't know what anyone looked like, who anyone was. It just was just the art in front of me, which I think kept it so, whatever the word is, I don't know the word, but I narrowed it down to like 4, and they were just so beautiful. And I think I picked the main one just because I thought it looked like nothing I'd really ever seen. It just was so beautiful. It's like this picture of me half in and out of water, and I don't know, it was very beautiful to me. It like touched me in a way, and it was like I think a 16-year-old girl from Australia.
Yeah,
and
she came to meet
yeah,
you, right?
we flew her out to meet me at my show in Los Angeles, I think.
Yeah, here.
She was such a sweetheart. She was so sweet. So it was a huge honor to be part of that.
That's cool. Well, thank you for doing it. I mean, it's an incredible kind of thing when we get all of this work from artists, and a lot of them are often really young and trying to, make their break. It's stunning. We get thousands of submissions, and they're also fantastic. We try to curate them down, but it's pretty incredible. So, Billie, you grew up on social media, and Takashi, you have embraced social media, and I'm just wondering how social has really impacted your work.
I mean, it's everything right now, and that's good, and it's also bad. I mean, the good part is like I pretty much owe the internet my entire career because it's the only reason it happened, and it's the only reason that I have anything out there, any music out, it's the only reason I started making music was the internet, and the only way anyone heard it or found me. So in that sense, I owe it everything, and it's like made me who I am. But then it's, the internet's always looking at you and watching you and trying to ruin you in a way. Like now,
that's the bad part.
Yeah. But it is what it is. It's like you have to have the bad parts to have the good parts, and the internet is everything bad in the world and everything good in the world in one place. So,
Takashi, how do you feel? How do you feel like social media has impacted your work?
YouTube can say social media, right? Mm-hmm. It's like when I see the first concert in Tokyo, the Billie, like she making for the video. You made a video, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So this is a catch up from the maybe YouTube or somewhere.
Yes.
Like she did the her iPhone, mm-hmm. and then like a background the animation stuff, that looks like a video stuff. Mm-hmm. Everything she did.
He's so sweet.
It's kind of
Shut
she's why so sorry, like a copyright thing.
No.
So but this is oh my god, this is completely new generation. Mm-hmm. Like so she and me the distance is 40 years. So like kind of oh my god, I have no job will soon maybe because it looks like her is very creative. That the video was somebody said in an airplane you did, right? Mm-hmm. You did she did editing in an airplane. And then showing in Tokyo stage. This is incredible. So that is completely changed everything.
Yeah.
And also the
he came. Sorry.
Go ahead.
He came to one of my shows in Tokyo, and he's talking about the visuals that were like projected on the screen, and I remember he was like, "Who made those?" And I was like, "Me." He was like.
You impressed him.
Yeah, and that's actually true. I totally forgot about that. I made them all, and I got them all off. I like screen recorded a million things off of YouTube and made a whole movie about it, basically. Like all my visuals came from the internet.
It's kind of the two of them are so crazy creative. If you don't follow them on Instagram, you really should. I mean, just between what they wear and just kind of the entire creative spectrum of work, you will see it on these two feeds. So beyond social media, how has technology impacted your work? Has it at all?
Me?
Either one, sure.
It's like when I was 30 years old, Apple, like a Macintosh was coming. And then I bought, very small box with monitor. Mm-hmm. So at the moment was, everything changed. And now is, can do that, making for the iPhone, anything. So that means recently, these 2 months, I have no job in, kind of laptop. So everything can do that in, iPhone stuff. That's why maybe in the future, doesn't necessarily to this device. Maybe it looks like Dragon Ball Scout or something, and then say something and thinking something is like, this is good thing. I love technology, but I cannot making a technology. Please making for a much easier to install everything. Like your company also, right?
Billie, how about for you?
I want to know what it looks like in his brain.
I know.
For real.
I think his brain looks like what he's wearing.
For real. Oh my God. The stuff, gosh.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I have never met somebody like him in my
Oh,
life.
that's very sweet.
He is like one of a kind in every way. For real. I don't,
So do you think you'll work together again?
if he wants to. I would love to.
I'd like to see that. I'm sure everyone would like to see you guys work together again because it's pretty unbelievable. Pretty unbelievable. Okay, so maybe just a couple of questions about what's your advice for, there are a lot of people, you have a lot of fans, both of you in this audience, and I should also tell you we have about 700,000 people who are live streaming this, and so there are a lot of people who would like to know what your advice is for aspiring creators. You guys are really successful. What would you tell these people?
Me?
What?
Oh, okay. I don't know. Like from you, right? I'm old people. I have nothing to the. Anytime I'm very worried about coming up to the younger generation. It's please stop. This is my message, right? I want to work in another 20 years, so that's why. My message is stop.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's right. Billie, advice?
Just do what you want. That's all I can say. For real, just do exactly what you're gonna be happy with. I can't say anything more. There's nothing more. Like, whatever is gonna make you, as long as it doesn't harm anyone or ruin someone's life, do what you want and do what's gonna make you happy and what's gonna bring you joy and make you proud and make you feel like you've accomplished something. If you're doing, if you're creating or writing or whatever you do, if you make music, if you draw, if you paint, if you sing, if you take pictures, if you're doing it to please somebody else or the way you're doing it is to please someone else or, satisfy someone else. What if that person died, then what? That's how I think about it. I mean, I'm not trying to make death as a joke, because it's not. I apologize. My bad.
It's okay.
I just mean...
This is a safe place.
Is it?
Yes. It's a very safe place. All these people are like you. All these people want to be you, but they're creative people. They understand.
Well, I just mean, this is something that I've said a lot. I've repeated it a million times, which is just if you're trying to please everybody with what you're making, what you're doing, what if everybody dropped dead? Everyone was just gone. Then you'd be stuck with that thing that you've been doing for all these people, but they're not there anymore, And are you gonna be happy with that? And the answer is probably no. So do what's gonna make you happy. And you're gonna do things that don't make you happy, and sometimes that's okay. But in general, I try to chase the feeling of happiness, I guess.
He's very deep. You're a very old soul.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are. Okay, so as we wrap up, can you guys tell us what you're working on now? Maybe we'll start with Takashi. You're probably working on 60 things.
Billion.
My long project, spend the money a lot. No, it's making a movie.
Oh, yeah?
Kind of monster movie, kaiju movie. So I want to finish maybe next year. So that is my goal.
What is it? What's it about?
It's I made part one 90 minutes movie, Jellyfish Eyes. Oh, please watching. Maybe you didn't see that. And then I'm making for the part two. So this is completely geek movie, kind of that.
Great. Well, we look forward to seeing it. And how about you, Billie?
I'm working on new music. I'm working on stage design right now for the next tour. I'm about to go on my first arena tour ever, and just trying to figure out ways of making it the craziest thing anyone's ever seen. and not waste all my money. So, well, I'm working on it, trying to figure it out.
Okay, well, good luck. The two of you are amazing. Thank you so much for coming. Let's have a big hand.